Alright, we're going to do a video on basics of fish keeping, or whatever I've named this series, and we're going to talk about water change systems, namely the Python. And I've got some substrate here in the sink and didn't realize it, so ignore that. But basically your Python, the main component of it that is what makes the whole thing work is this piece right here, and it will come with, generally the Pythons or water change systems will come with an adapter to hook it into your faucet. My faucet that I use here already has a hose adapter on it, but you can follow the directions that come with it with your Python or water change system that tells you how to use the adapter with your particular faucet. And if there is a need or a desire for me to do a video on how to use the adapters, I can do that as well. But basically, this part screws onto the hose fitting, just like a standard water hose would. This piece here raises up and twists when you want water to go in the tank, twists and comes down for when you want water to come out of the tank. Originally these, if I recall correctly, these little units here were designed for water beds, to fill and drain water beds. But if you have this piece here, and like my local fish shop sells just that replacement piece for $2, everything else you can make with tubing or a water hose or whatever. But we'll go through what Python has. It has this piece here and then a connection here to clear hose. The clear hose is nice so that if you get something stuck in it or a fish up in it or something like that, you can see it. You can see your water moving. Let's go ahead and drain, and we'll show you how it works. This works on what's called a Venturi system, that the water flows through here, and as it passes by here, it creates suction on the T there, and creates suction through the water here. To drain it, to drain a tank, you can create the suction here using the system, and then as long as your hose is lower than your tanks, it will drain on its own, and you can shut the water off. And a lot of times it will drain faster without the water run through it. But I'll go ahead and turn the water on here. This is water out of the sink, and we'll go in the fish room here. And right now I don't have it in a tank, I have it in a bucket. But I can show you, it's real simple. You just stick it in. Let's pick these guys here. You just stick it in a tank, and you can see it start sucking up through there, and down the hose it goes. This fitting here on the end comes with it standard, and that's for gravel vacking. It reduces the suction on that end, so it's less likely to suck up fish and stuff. And then it comes down, and when you get yours, it will come with just a straight. It won't be a Y here like mine is. It will be straight for shut off, and you can just flip the switch whichever way it goes to shut off the suction or the flow of the water, and then back on. And these fittings it comes with here, you can unscrew it here to put a different fitting on, unscrew it here, and this hose is the one that goes back to the sink. I bought this option here as a Y. This actually, this piece here isn't the Python brand. I bought it at the hardware store to create a Y, just to give me another option if I wanted to do 2 tanks at once, or I wanted to fill a bucket, or just have flexibility there. Pretty much you can do whatever you want with the Python system here. You can add different fittings or whatever. It's all basic, you know, your standard water hose size. And well, break my filter. You can just run it over your substrate. It gravel vacs just like a regular gravel vac would. And then whenever it's time to switch over, you can go switch the fitting on, or the connection on the sink, and it will run water back into your tank. You'll want to treat, if you're not, if you have chlorinated water, like tap water, city water, or whatever, you'll want to treat your water with dechlorinator, and the easiest way to do that is to add dechlorinator to your tank, and then add your water in through your Python. So we'll get to that in just a second. Alright, so I shut the water off here. Looks like I got a drainage issue. Anyways, I shut the water off here from draining, and so I'm going to push this up and turn it, and what this will do, it will divert the water into the tube. So we'll turn it back on, and you can see the water moving here, so we'll go back in there and start filling. Okay, so I've got the end of the Python in the bucket right now with the shut off turned off here on this side. Make sure not to turn this one on or I will drown myself. And the reason I have this is you can see the water building up through here. There's air in the line. So I turned it so that I got most of the air out. There's still some in there. A little difficult to do one-handed. I'm going to ease the air, or ease the water on, because there is air in the line and I don't want it to jump out. There we go, and we are filling the tank. You can see the water flowing in, and that's as simple as it goes. Now, with the pressure on your faucet, you don't want to leave your shut off here at this end of the hose off, like shut off very long, and your water's still running, because some of them will build up so much pressure in the line that it can blow a fitting or blow the end off the fitting off, the attachment off of the end of the faucet or something like that. So it's best to only use this shut off here at this end of the hose if you have lower pressure on your water, or very infrequently, just when you need to. And that's the basics of your Python kit for your water change system, how to use it. You can get different fittings, such as like a J style hook to feel better so it hangs in the tank, and less chance of it jumping out, like I was mentioning. You can get different size gravel vacs there, different fittings, like I've got the Y fitting here, and all kinds of different stuff. And there's many different manufacturers for this, different brands. Python is just the most popular, the biggest name for them. But you can build your own or get one of the other brands. They work pretty much the same. And until next time, leave me a comment, a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you haven't, hit the little notification bell to let you know whenever I've uploaded stuff, and we'll see you next time.